everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing 5 fun things to do when you're bored during quarantine. The first thing is definitely playing with slime. It's so nice and it crunches and you can make bubbles with it, and it's just overall so much fun to do, and you can play with it in hours and hours and not get tired of it. So I'm going to show you how to make this slime. In my last video I showed you how, but if you didn't see my last video, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to make this stretchy fun slime. The things you will need for this slime is something to mix it with. I'm using the spatula, a bowl, or you can use like a container or a plastic bowl, whatever you want to use, some glue, some contact lens solution or slime activator, some shaving foam. We got this from Lidl's. And you don't have to use the same brand. You can use a different one. You could get it from Amazon or other stores. This is optional. You can either keep your slime white or dye a different color than this, but I want it to be pink, so I'm going to do 1 drop of red food color. Start by adding some glue to your bowl. This is not as much slime you're going to get. You're going to get like triple the amount because this shaving foam makes it so fluffy and big. So I'm going to add just about that much. That's actually going to be a really big slime. And then you are going to shake up the shaving foam. And, oh, this does not want to come out. I'm going to fast forward this coming out so you don't have to listen to this terrible sound. For some reason, I don't know why, it just wasn't wanting to come out. But it's coming out better now. So that's probably enough. You need a lot of shaving foam. And you're going to mix it up. End up adding a little more shaving foam. So now you're going to open the contact lens solution or slime activator and put in a good maybe 3-second squeeze, and you're going to stir it up, and you can see it is already starting to get sticky. And then you are going to add some more shaving foam. I think that just helps it activate a little better if you add a little bit of activator and then do shaving foam. So you're just going to keep adding the contact lens solution until it is a nice texture. Right about now, I would say it's about time to start putting your hands in. And what I usually do is take a small piece, mix it up, add more activator, and until that piece is good, and then I set it aside, and then finish rest of it. That's just it. It's easier instead of doing the big whole piece. But if you're making a small batch, just go ahead and put the whole thing in your hand. I forgot to mention earlier, the more glue you put in and less shaving foam, it will be more stretchy. If you put in more shaving foam and less glue, it will be bigger but less stretchy, but still really good. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. At the beginning of the video, I showed you that slime, and that slime I have made over the past couple of days. And it actually has more shaving foam, and you can see it's still really stretchy. So I just wanted to tell you guys that just in case you were like, this slime is not very stretchy because you added too much shaving foam, or you know. It is almost finished activating. You're gonna squeeze it together like that, and if it sticks really good to your fingers, that means it's not done. That means it's not done activating. But if it doesn't, kind of like this one, then it means it's done. This one I think needs a little bit more activator, but you could still make it a little sticky because sometimes it's fun to have stickier slime. But personally, I don't really like getting it on my hands, so I'm going to add a little more contact lens solution. I also wanted to say this, it does shrink, so you'll have this much left, and it will end up being like a little bigger than this. It's kind of weird, but I think it's just because of the shaping foam and the glue and just having air bubbles. So I finished activating this one, and now it is time for the last little bit. Activating it, and this is actually pretty big because I don't know if you can see it, but I only used up half of the glue. Actually, I don't even think I used half, and so it's pretty big for just that amount. And like I said, that is definitely the shaving foam. So if you're wondering why I am dyeing it light pink, this slime that you saw at the beginning, that one I mixed a blue and a pink slime together to make it bigger, and I kind of want it to be light pink, so I just kind of keep adding in red drops and more slime to make it a jumbo light pink slime. So now I'm going to dye it. So I'm going to get it in a ball shape. That's not really, but anyway, and it's kind of not really working very well. It's kind of just sinking in. So I'm going to put 1 drop of red coloring, and I'm going to put it over like that. And if you don't want it on your fingers, then wear gloves. But I did this last time and didn't wear gloves, and it didn't dye my fingers, so I'm not really sure, but sometimes it will dye your fingers. So if you don't want that to happen, like I said, you want to wear gloves. And once you finish mixing it, it is done. It's a really pretty color. I actually really like it. On camera, you can't really see it, but it's actually a brighter light pink, like more vibrant, but it looks not as vibrant on camera. But I think actually I'm gonna add a little more contact lens solution because it's kind of too sticky. Now it's better, yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to take this slime out of its container, put it right there. These actually feel really different. This one feels more fluffy and this one feels weird. That's so crazy. So now I'm just gonna mix them together, and it will make a lighter purple, I think. I'm pretty sure. And maybe a tad more pink. So I'm just going to finish mixing it, and then it will be on time for number 2. I basically finished mixing it. This is what it looks like. It's huge, it's really big, and it's so nice to play with. I have played with this a lot today. It's so much fun to do in between subjects for school or after school or whenever. And if you're bored, this is a great thing to do. And I really like to stretch it and then fold it and then make bubbles, and it's just so much fun. Okay, so now it's time for number 2. This is number 2, and it is make a bracelet or a friendship bracelet. You could give this to like a friend, or you could just keep it and wear it. And so I'm going to show you how to make a bracelet like this. All you need is some stretchy string. You can get this at the Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby. A little tassel, some beads. I'm not sure if I'll use these beads because they're really big, But these are also good for really, these are really cool bracelets that you can make with bigger beads. But since it's such a small tassel, I don't think I'll use these. But I have lots of other small beads, so you're just gonna need lots of beads. I'm gonna cut a piece of stretchy string that's about the size of your wrist, but a little bigger. So I'm gonna do, I can show you, about this big, because then I can tie it and then still have a little extra room. Oh my gosh, there's teeth. So the string will not show. So if that's like your favorite color, I wouldn't recommend using it. I don't really care, but so now I'm going to get some small beads. I'm going to be using, there's these like pearl ones mixed in with different colors, and that doesn't even go in there, but whatever. So there's these like little pearl ones I'm gonna put in between these really tiny ones, and these are like summery, kind of springy look, so that's why I really like them. Most people would tie an end at the other side, but I personally don't really like doing that, because then the string sometimes ends up showing. So I am not going to, but if you want to, go ahead and do that. So I'm going to start by putting this really pretty blue bead on. I'm going to put 2. Or maybe actually I'm going to put 3. Oh wait, I can't find. These are really hard to find beads. Well, not find, but like get, because they're so tiny. And I'm going to put another one like that. And then I'm going to take a little pearl and I'm going to put it through like that. And I'm just going to keep doing that with a pattern, and I'm going to fast forward, and at the end you can copy it if you want to, or you can do your whole another whole design that you choose. Done with it. I'm not going to fast forward the rest of it because you already know what I'm doing. Oh, that bead does not match there. I need to replace that one. But it's a light blue, pearl, white, pearl, purple, and then another pearl. So I'm just going to keep doing that. At the end, I may not add the tassel because it doesn't really match. Plus, I really like this bracelet without the tassel, so you could add the tassel if it matches, but I don't think I will. So once you finish doing the beads, it's gonna look like this. If you do the same design, it is really pretty. It kind of looks like a winter bracelet. So now you're just going to tie it in a knot, and this might take me a minute, so I'm just going to fast forward. That actually took me a long time. It actually kind of fits perfectly. The purple kind of looks like a bead, so you could try to match the beads to your bracelet. So I'm going to pull it really, really tight, make sure it's not loose, and then cut the extra and cut pretty close to the knot so that it doesn't show, which is pretty hard. So this is what it looks like. I tied it up probably about 4 or 5 times maybe. I wasn't counting, but I think it was probably about 4 or 5 times. And there's some slime on my arm still. So this is what it looks like. And now it's time for number 3.